All right, let's talk about something that so many of us in Singapore spend way too much time, money, and, let's be honest, frustration on hair removal. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise, all the confusing prices, and figure out what a smart, permanent solution should really cost. I mean, seriously, are you tired of it? The shaving, the waxing, the plucking, it is a relentless cycle, isn't it? You go through all the trouble, you deal with the stubble, the awful ingrown hairs, and for what? Just for it to grow right back. It feels less like you're solving a problem and more like you're just renting smoothness week after week. And this is where it gets really eye-opening. Just look at the math over 5 years. Regular waxing? That can easily cost you over $7,000. Now look at the other side. A one-time investment in an SHR package. The numbers don't lie. This is the difference between bleeding money on a temporary fix and making a smart one-off investment for a permanent result. So let's really dive into that endless hassle because, the real cost isn't just the number on your receipt at the salon. It's about all those hidden costs, like your time, which, you can never get back. See that big chunk of the chart? That's what you're spending every year on waxing appointments. We're talking over $1,000 easy. But the real kicker, the part that really stings, is that slice for time lost. It's a constant drain on your bank account and your schedule. So you think, okay, I'm done with this. I want a permanent solution. But then you hit a wall, right? Welcome to Singapore's hair removal market. It is a total maze of different technologies and, honestly, even more baffling pricing plans. And hey, if you feel that way, you are definitely not alone. This quote from Wellaholic's founders says it all. A staggering 78% of their new clients show up totally overwhelmed by how complicated the pricing is everywhere else. That just shows you how huge this problem actually is. And here's the heart of that confusion. You've got two main models. On one side, you have the pay per session option. It feels flexible, right? Pay as you go. But it's almost always designed to make you pay more in the long run. Then you've got the packages. They're better value for sure, but that upfront commitment can feel a little intimidating. It's a tough spot to be in. Well, this brings us to the technology that can really cut through all that confusion. Let's talk about SHR. It's a much smarter approach that doesn't just deal with the hair, it also solves the biggest problems of all those older methods. SHR literally stands for super hair removal. It was invented to fix what was wrong with older, really painful treatments. So instead of one big, high-energy zap that hurts, SHR uses these gentle, rapid pulses. It gradually heats up the hair follicles until they just stop making hair. It's a fundamentally better and way more comfortable idea. The process itself is what makes it a game changer. First, you've got that gentle heating, which means comfort. Then, the handpiece glides over your skin. They call it in motion, so you get full, even coverage. And here's the really crucial part. It targets both the hair pigment and the stem cells that actually create the hair. That 1-2 punch is what makes it so incredibly effective. So, what's in it for you? Well, it means a treatment that's practically painless. We're talking faster sessions. And this is a huge one for us here in Singapore. It's safe and effective for all skin types. That is a massive advantage over older tech that struggled with our diverse skin tones. Okay, so we found the right technology. Now let's circle back to the biggest question of all, the cost. It's time to finally decode the prices here in Singapore and see what a smart investment really looks like. As you can see, the market for full body treatments is just all over the place. Prices vary by hundreds and hundreds of dollars. This is that exact confusion we were talking about. But just look at that bottom row. Wellaholic's pricing is clearly designed to cut through the noise and just give you clear, predictable value. $223 a month. Let's just let that sink in. That's the number. With Wellaholic's unlimited 12-month plan, that is your price for full-body SHR. Not just one small area. This is that transparent, all-in-one value that has been missing from the market for so long. And if we look at that 5-year total again, this chart says it all, doesn't it? The cost of waxing just becomes this mountain of an expense over time. And right next to it, the one-time investment in SHR is just a fraction of that. You're not just saving money here, you're literally buying back your time and your sanity. So when you put it all together, the superior tech with the super clear pricing, the smart choice becomes, well, pretty obvious. Let's just quickly recap what makes this approach the clear winner. What really sets us apart is a whole philosophy. You get transparent pricing, no hidden costs, you get an unlimited shots promise so you know the job's done right, you get the trust from thousands of positive reviews and a ton of awards. But the most amazing part might be their commitment to you long-term, which they call lifetime maintenance mode. And this is a total game changer. Once you've finished your initial plan, they don't just say goodbye and good luck. For any touch-ups you might need down the road, you get them at a huge discount. For life. This isn't just a one-and-done package. It's a real long-term partnership. And you can see how this works in real stories from customers. John here mentions he was hesitant at first, and who wouldn't be? But he highlights the professional staff, how they made him feel comfortable, and of course the amazing results. It just brings it all together. The experience you have is just as good as the final outcome. So in the end, it all boils down to this one simple question. Do you want to keep throwing money at a temporary problem month after month, year after year? Or are you ready to make a one-time investment in a real permanent solution? It's a choice between an endless expense and a long-term investment in yourself.